Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those out there that do not know me, my name is Alicia and I am a special event professional who specializes in the wedding and event industry. I first got started in this whole industry by first getting my feet wet by working as a media and catering coordinator at a prestigious law firm to now transitioning into a position at a nationally accredited college working in the special events and catering department. And I have created Our Bread Wedding Boutique is my company, and we are here to educate, inspire, and mold you into a confident, budget conscious DIY creative. So I hope that you all hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for new videos that we drop weekly. And this is all geared to make you the most prepared for your upcoming wedding or event. So, and if you see me looking down, you guys know I always have my notes. So, um, today's episode is going to be about why you should never wait last minute. And the reason why you should never wait last minute, I'm about to give you 10 reasons. One moment. 10 reasons why you should never wait last minute, because waiting last minute is just unraveling a whole bunch of problems for you and making you really, really stressed in doing so. So I'm going to give you these 10 reasons. If you want to have pen and paper, go ahead and grab your pen and paper and let's get started. So number one, you will spend more. Okay, you will spend more money by waiting last minute because you're not able to maximize your budget. You're not able to do a whole lot with your budget because everything is going to be full price. It's not going to come in on time, and it's just there's no saving opportunity available because you waited last minute to start planning and buying stuff for your wedding or event. That's why I say for stretch out your timeline. Don't wait 6 months or 2 weeks or 2 months. Stretch it out. As soon as, if it's a wedding, I recommend that you download below the wedding timeline so you're able to see my 12-month timeline, and that way you're able to start planning from month one all the way up until the very last month. And for like a baby shower or something like that, I would recommend, or a birthday party, I normally start planning for like a birthday party because I have two little kids. So I normally plan for their birthday party 6 months ahead of time. That way I have a huge window. I'm able to stretch my money out. I'm able to buy and get my products, and if I want anything personalized, I have enough time to get it in, look it over. If there's any errors or anything like that, I'm able to send it back in a timely fashion and still receive the product back without waiting and stalking the mailman or mail lady or having to drive here and there everywhere in order to get the new personalization item in. So I like to give myself a huge window. Some people may find 6 months a huge window for a birthday party, but I don't do like little small birthday parties. I go literally all out. So 6 months is enough time, a huge window for me in order for me to decrease any stress or frustration, maximize and stretch out my money, and still be able to save. And I'll have enough time to get my product in and sort it out and see what I have and what I need to get. So 6 months is my window for birthday parties. Now for baby showers, since I did plan and design both of mine, I would say maybe like 4 to 5 months. So again, yeah, about, okay, so 9 months. So I'll do it again like at the 6 month mark when I'm 6 months pregnant. A lot of people do plan their own baby showers. I'm one of them. I've been fortunate to plan both my baby showers and help volunteer. So I would recommend when mom to be is 6 months pregnant to start planning. And I don't like waiting a month before the baby's due or 2 months before the baby's due. I like to do um, the baby shower at least at the 7th month window. So I'm sorry, let me scratch the whole baby shower thing. So if it's 9 months for the baby shower, for the pregnancy term, I don't do it at 9 months, I don't do it at 8 months, I don't do it at 7 months. So at 6 months, 6.5 to 7 months is when I would recommend doing the baby shower. Why? Because not only does it give mom to be time to rest after the baby shower, she's able to get the clothing in, wash the clothing up, or any items, and put it in, have time to store it instead of just getting it, having the baby shower in a shorter time frame right around her due date, and now she's too tired to put the stuff up, or dad is working and she doesn't she doesn't have the energy to really put stuff up, and she's just not willing or able to at that close that time frame to really put that stuff away, because it is a job. Like, it is a physical job. For anybody that's been pregnant, know that you get tired, especially after cleaning and stuff like that. You get tired, you need to sit down, maybe you want to lay down, take a nap, and next thing you know, days and stuff been passed by, and boom, she's in the hospital giving birth, and the stuff hasn't been washed or put away. So now she has to have the baby, bring the baby home, and try to, in between her resting, or maybe she's not able to do it at all because now she has a baby with her now, and the baby needs her attention, and she doesn't have the time to really put that stuff away. So that's why I leave a huge window open for baby showers. I don't want my baby shower to be close to my due date. I want to give myself enough time to enjoy the baby shower, to be not be so excited to where I go into labor, because that has happened to somebody I knew before. The baby shower was very close to their due date, and they were so excited about the baby shower that they ended up actually going into the hospital much earlier, and they missed their baby shower completely. So that's why I say have your baby shower earlier. Give yourself enough time to put the stuff away, set whatever needs to be set up, wash, and then relax after that, because now you're just waiting and resting for before the baby comes along. So that's my opinion. So that's why I say, number one, you'll end up spending more if you wait, because you're missing clearance deals, you're missing sales, you're missing discount opportunities, you're missing a whole bunch of opportunities that you can save money. Number two, you will be stressed. You definitely will be stressed, because not only are you doing this last minute, you're trying to think. You're not even writing stuff down. You're trying to think of what else you need in order to have this event. And you're thinking and writing it down, or thinking of going on and buying it, but you're still missing a lot of components to the event. And now you're going to be rushing out. Once you notice that you forgot something, you're going to be continuously running out, continuously trying to pay for faster shipping. You're continuously trying to get whatever it is that you need, and you might be able to get it, or you might not be able to get it. So, and now this is just, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's just pretty much it. And especially if you waited very last minute, now you're trying to definitely run around, make a whole bunch of phone calls in one day to see what venue is even available, what vendor is available to do something so last minute. If you think for 1 second, if you're going to call up somebody to do your catering, or you're going to call up somebody to see if they can do a cake or some desserts for you last minute, that they are not going to charge you extra. Okay, now they're not going to charge you extra for being last minute, and for them having to squeeze you into their schedule, for them having to try to get product in order to make your catering, in order to make your cake. So you're going to be charged more for waiting last minute. Number 3, if you are not a professional and you are just doing this on the fly, all your hard work, oh man, I did all this running around and I'm gonna try to just put this thing together. Oh, trust me, all your hard work will show. A person like me that works in this industry all the time throughout the year, as a working at the college and then having prior experience before that working at a prestigious law firm. So me, I have an eye for stuff like that. I can tell when your stuff has been last minute. I can tell when you just put it together. I can tell that this was just a last minute thing and you tried, but it's not worth my time to stay. I went to a party one time. It was a milestone party. The venue was nice. Okay, I'm going to give it that. The venue was nice. But for the milestone birthday, I think the catering could have been much better. Especially for a milestone, anything, anniversary, party, you should definitely take time because this is a milestone thing. This is not just anything that you invite people to, you need to make it worth their time. Period. You need to make it worth their time. So a person like me, again, that works in the hospitality industry, that works in the events industry, I saw last minute screaming everywhere, from this corner, from this corner, from this corner. Everywhere around me screamed last minute and zero thought. They found the very whatever theme was available in the store or online that they saw. That's what they did. And it wasn't the person. It wasn't the honorees who planned this. It was their significant other. Okay, that planned this. Again, milestones should be relatively related to the interest and hobby. It should be about that person. And if I can tell by the theme that this is not a theme that resonates with the person, like rock and roll, and you don't even like rock and roll like that, so a rolling into the 30s theme does not really fit with the person. The thought was there, I definitely give you that, but the food choice for a milestone party was more like on a kiddie level. And again, I know about budgets. I know how to stretch it. I know people don't have that ability, but if you are not a cook and you cannot find nobody to do your catering, if you do choose to order pizza and wings, make it look like something. If you have wings, get some of those aluminum pans and get you a few of those hotel pan racks, Schaefer racks, I think they're called. Like the aluminum pan, and it's that wire pan around, and you put the sternos at the bottom. Get you some of those, okay? They don't cost much. They do not cost much. And put the wings inside of there to make it seem like, maybe somebody made them. Well, somebody did make them, but, make it look more presentable. For the little individual ranch cups and blue cheese cups, make that look nice and presentable inside of the little cups too. Don't just throw it on the table and having people trying to decipher which is blue cheese, which is ranch. There's ways to make a last minute catering look presentable. And for the pizza, I probably would have taken it out of the box and put it in a pan. And as far as like the carrots and celery sticks, I would have went to Dollar Tree, got one of those clear platter things, and quickly, if time was a issue, quickly put like a few of those dips in the middle and put like the celery, and then blend it in with the carrots, so celery be on one side and the carrots be on the other side. Make it look somewhat presentable. um then they had fruit cups. I would have presented that much better. It was just, you can tell. You can tell the effort was there. I'm not bashing them. I'm just giving you guys an example. You can tell when something is last minute. And it doesn't really, it does matter. So you just, even if this is not your industry, you never did an event before, this was something that you wanted to do for somebody or maybe for yourself, try to put your all into it. If you need to go on Pinterest or YouTube or some Facebook groups for inspiration, go ahead and do it. Okay, that just go ahead and do it and try to make it your own, or just try to use that picture as much inspiration as you can and try to get all the items that you can in that picture that you see, that video that you see. Just try to work it out the best that you can without just being like, oh, I'm just gonna, a lot of people like to say, I'm just gonna throw this together. Throwing it together, I can tell if it's thrown together. I can tell. What I do is I'm not bashing. Kudos goes to anybody that just, I want to do this for somebody. If you know that you're not a very creative person, or events aren't your thing and you have never done one before, try to get some sort of inspiration to that resonates. If you're throwing this party or event for somebody else, try to get a theme that resonates with the person, and try to, if you have like a last minute a catering issue or whatever, try to present whatever food that you are able to get presented in a nice manner, instead of just leaving it in the box as is and trying to just, oh, they don't mind, it's just food. Because people want their food presented to them nicely. They want to make it, they want it to look good and smell good and feel good. And I mean feel good, like, okay, I've seen it, it looks amazing, now it's gonna feel good going down to my stomach. So that's what I mean by that. So that was number 3. Number 4, you won't be able to stretch your budget. Like I said before, you won't be able to catch any real clearance deals, sales, discount codes, promo codes, anything that can help you stretch your budget. You're going to be it's going to be a hit or miss, more misses than hits. So that's why I say plan early. And you don't want to overspend. Okay, you really don't want to overspend. You really want to just try to get more bang for your buck. You want to maximize, you want to use coupons, you want to do whatever you have to do to literally stretch that dollar. Okay, you want to stretch that dollar as far as it will go with getting more product than what you paid for. Number 5, you might just go with the first option, and that necessarily won't be a good thing. Why? Because you see, instead of you won't be able to have enough time to price match, or you might be scared or afraid that if you don't get this item right here, right now, it's going to sell out, or you won't be able to get it because you didn't run out of money. So going with your first option, is never a good thing. Always try to get a second or third option. Price match when you can to get the better deal. So that's another thing too, because when you're running around, as a lot of people say, I'm about to do some running around today, they're going to go with that first option, especially if time is not even there for this event that they're about to throw. Time is not there, so they're going to go with the first option, no matter what it looks like or the price or who the person is. They might go with the first option, and that might not be a good thing, because you don't know if this person's going to be reliable, um, if the product is even worth spending all that money for. And it's a whole huge other factors I'm not really going to get into, but that's why if you leave yourself a large enough window, you're able to search around a little bit more for a better product, a better service, or better quality. So again, that's why I say leave yourself a huge window when planning. Don't narrow it down. Don't say, oh, it's too early. It's never too early to plan. Period. Whatever it is in your life, it is never too early to plan. If you're in your 20s, I know this might be off topic, but I'm trying to teach you guys something here about planning. If you're in your 20s, start thinking about retirement. It's never too early to plan for retirement. If you want a house by such and such age or whatever, it's never too early to start planning for that. If you have goals and dreams and you want to travel or stuff like that in the near future, it's never too early to plan and start saving ahead of time. Never too early to plan for anything. Wedding, event, birthday party, whatever. It's never too early to plan. Nothing. So don't let nobody say, why are you planning so early? It's not even until such and such date. First of all, you worry about you. Second of all, I'm going to get this done because I don't want to be rushing around, stressed out, out of budget, no money. When it gets closer to the time, I want to plan ahead of time. Like for Christmas, a lot of you out there are going to wait 2 weeks, the day of, not even the day of, the day before or that week of Christmas to start shopping. Why are you waiting that late when you had Christmas of last year all the way up to Christmas this year? So you had all these months, okay? All these months to plan for Christmas, shop for Christmas, put away for Christmas, but you wait last minute. Now you're spending more money out of pocket. Now the item that your child or your person or the item that you really wanted to get is sold out or limited quantity because it is already on people's minds to buy that same thing that you want. Now you're in competition with somebody else who's thinking about the same thing as you are versus you thinking about this in the springtime or winter of last year for now, and now you can't even get it. So that's a little lesson for you. Don't wait, plan ahead. Number 6, you won't be able to find what you're looking for. You're going to be searching, which takes your time to do, to find these items. And now, you're not even able to find it because you waited too late. The universe picks up on energy like that and they stop you right in your tracks. Like you had all this time to plan for this, but you waited last minute, and now you think I'm gonna give you the opportunity to get this item just quick like that or that easy? No. You're gonna have to jump through some hoops and hurdles and continue searching or continue trying to find this item. I'm not gonna make it that easy for you. So, and even like, I swear, like, websites, they be knowing that you be looking for stuff. They know that you be looking for stuff. So that's why it's not available when it was just available 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden you can't get the item that you want because everything is working against you at this point in time. It's like, I knew I should have got it then. But you waited. You waited for a shorter window when you had a larger window to shop and do this planning, but you waited last minute. Number 7, I already spoke briefly about this, but now I can go into more detail. Vendors or venues might be all booked up. Depending on the date and how popular that date is, or how many events is, whatever is going on in an area where there is a huge demand for vendors or venues, you are going to be this one little person surrounded by a whole bunch of other people that need the same vendors or the same venues that you need, and now you have no which way to turn because you don't know. You just have no idea of how how to even get in contact with some of these people at this late in the game, or how much are they going to charge you? Because again, last minute vendors will charge you extra. um, don't think venues will charge last minute. They might just charge you whatever they was going to charge you if you booked ahead of time, but vendors will charge you a little bit extra just because it was last minute. And that goes for like hair, makeup, catering, uh, cake artists, cake people, dessert people, whatever it, tables, rentals. They may not tell you. Some may tell you, some may not tell you, but you can best believe that they are going to charge you something extra for being last minute. Like if you call them today, today's Wednesday, so if you call them today and say that you need something for Saturday, they either going to say no, we're not available, or yes, but however, since it is last minute, we are going to have to charge you this amount of money, because we require a 2-week appointment setting, or a booking date, but we're going to give you a pass today. But the deposit, however, is X amount. So not only are you going to have to pay the deposit, but you're also then they're going to want their money the day of or the day before. So you have to now come up with money for the deposit, and then the final total plus that little extra that they threw in there, that they again may or may not tell you that is in there in that fee. 8, no time to plan ahead. So we've been talking about that. You just have no time to even breathe because you're trying to pull this event off. You're trying to just pull all the strings to the dummy, in order for this thing to work. You're trying to exhaust all your resources in order for this to work. So it's going to be creating a lot more work for you to try to get the wheels on the event train rolling. Number 9, if you want help, you might not be able to get it just because you waited. And what I mean by help, normally it is much more polite to call somebody up ahead of time and say, hey, do you think for, let's just say, such and such's baby shower, you can help me decorate at this time, or you can help serve food? It is polite to call somebody way ahead of time to set that up with them so they know what is expected of them before they show up. And it's, instead of you wait for them to get settled in and then, excuse me, do you mind if you can help me do this and that and third? So if the person already knew ahead of time that they were going to come up to work, they would have not been so dressed up. They may have wore sneakers or comfortable clothing, or arranged something. So now you're calling them last minute to decorate at 12 o'clock when your event is at 4, but they already have plans for 12. They was going to do whatever they was that they had to do at 12 and then make their way over to your event at 4. But now you want them to kind of like put their plans off to the side to help you at 12 for 4. So now you then jumbled up their whole day trying to get the help from them. So that's why it's also polite to just call somebody up days before, in a week before, to say, hey, especially, only do this to people that RSVP, so they were already planning on coming anyway. Don't rely on people that was like, with the invitation, with the response. So don't even consider them. Consider the people that you already know that is physically capable or able to do whatever it is that you need them to do. And don't be trying to overwork them, okay? Do not try to overwork them. This is their free time, their leisure time from work, or away from their family, a little break from their kids. So don't work them to death. If they don't mind volunteering, once you call them, say, and you ask them, hey, do you mind helping me? It's either a yes or a no, but don't overwork them. Don't say, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? They get enough of that during the week. This is their free time. This is their time for them to relax and enjoy themselves. Don't overwork the guest that you asked to do something, because you could have asked them ahead of time so they could have prepared to do this for you. And when you do get the help last minute, know exactly what it is that you want them to do. Don't be like, I don't know yet. Just wait here. Hold on. No, if you have people lined up that have already said that they would help you, have tasks for them. Either you can write it down, say with their name at the top. Let's just say, Ashley. Ashley, can you please do? And you list it 1, 2, 3. Don't have Ashley do 10 things. Have Ashley do 1 to 3 things, and that is it. And let Ashley sit back down and enjoy herself, okay? Now, if Ashley says, what else do you need after those 3 things is done? That is on Ashley at that point, because I only asked you to do these 3 things. So if you want to do 4, 5, and 6, here they are. But it's always just polite to not assume people don't mind. Give them between 1 and 3 things. Don't make it hard things. Don't make it things that you could have got done months ago. Get the 1 to 3 things, little small stuff that they can hurry up and do and sit their butts right back down in that seat. But that's what they want. They want to do it, show their support. They see that you need the help. They want to be of help to you, but don't overwork them at all, because it's not their event. You invited them. They did not invite you. You had enough window, but you had this window, the size of the screen, but you decided to narrow this window down that way. Don't do that to them, because you had time. And number 10, if people know that you are known for being last minute, they see that your events are always last minute. Nothing doesn't start on time. The food is not there. The DJ didn't show up just yet because you told him the wrong time, and you didn't confirm with him or her the address, date, and time, and the location. The food is cold because you guys made it too cold. You guys made it too ahead of time. The food was made way far in advance, and now your guests are arriving, and now you're trying to hurry up and warm up the food in the middle of that mac and cheese is cold. Or you did not cook enough food, or you did not start cooking enough time, so now your guests are arriving hungry, looking for anything to nibble on, and your food is still cooking. Or you're one of those people that has to make an entrance, and you were late by however, it's not a bad thing to make a little entrance, but make it reasonable. Make sure if you are going to make an entrance that your guests have something to snack on. That's that. But by being known as last minute is not a good thing. It is not something to be proud of. Being known as a last minute person can leave you a bad reputation and deem you as unreliable. Because why would I call up you if I know everything you do was last minute, everything you do was on a rush? Why would I rely on you to do your part or your responsibility, or even trust you in doing this task, if I know that you can't even handle your own events well? You can't even handle your own events on time. You can't even handle your own little responsibilities, and you had this window to do stuff. You had ample time to do X, Y, and Z, but you rather narrow it down to doing this, and now it's just not going to work. And if you are known as last minute, people are not going to want to do too much with you. Like, okay, yeah, we'll go out to eat or do, simple stuff. But as far as a responsible task, you are not going to be considered at all. at all. And then some people might even do like a sarcastic joke, like, are you going to be here on time? And you might take that as a joke when they're really asking you without being direct, are you going to do your task on time? Is what they're asking you. They're not trying to be hee hee ha. They're not trying to be laughing it up with you. They want to know, are you qualified to do this position for me? Are you qualified to handle this responsibility or this task for me? I'm trusting you. I want to know, should I trust you to doing this task, this responsibility? Are you up for the job? Are you able to handle such responsibility? Like for a wedding, for instance, if you designate a last minute person as a bridesmaid, you might want to continuously check in on them to make sure that they've got their dress on time, that they've made their hair appointment and nail appointment and makeup appointment. Well, usually makeup and hair it depends on the bride. So some brides might pay for that, or they might ask the bridesmaid to pay for that. But as far as the dress, we all know that bridesmaids pay for that. So do you want to continuously keep checking in with this person, or having somebody call you up and ask you, did you get your dress? Did you get your shoes? Are you going to be at the rehearsal during this today? So you're going to have to constantly keep walking this person through the steps of your wedding process. Even though if you do like a checklist for them, they might lose it. It might not be, they may not know what else to do. Like, you're going to have to constantly keep like walking them through in order to get to the aisle. So not only do you have your own responsibilities, but now you got to make sure that this bridesmaid is up for the job. Like, you have to make sure that that person is capable, or not even just bridesmaid, groomsmen, whoever. You just got to try to make, you just got to stay on top of them pretty much, to make sure that the things that you are asking them very politely and kindly to do for your wedding gets done in a timely fashion. I do understand life gets in the way, but this person in particular, who is known for last minute, are going to need to be walked through the steps of the wedding. You want them to go to the rehearsal dinner, you're going to call them up, say, hey, the rehearsal dinner is at 7 o'clock. But you won't tell them it's at 7 o'clock. You want them to be there at 7, so you tell them 6. Hey, the rehearsal dinner is at 6 o'clock. Okay, knowing that they're going to show up an hour late when they're really going to show up on time. That's how you have to do some folks. Tell them the time, an hour or an hour and a half earlier, just so they can show up on time. So being last minute, you get special requirement, you get special treatment, kind of, sort of, not in a good way, because people want to include you, but they want you to be on time. They want you to be responsible. They don't want to deem you as unreliable. They want to work with you. So you have to be able to work with them. So if you enjoyed this almost 40-minute YouTube video, I hope this was very informational on why you should never be last minute. I do understand that life is sometimes you just have to be late, but don't be late all the time. Don't make it a consistent thing. Do what you can in a timely fashion. Don't leave yourself a short window when you have a huge window. And if you are just like, okay, I'm just gonna plan this thing, this little get together, make it worth people's time. Try to do the best that you can, but while making it presentable and within your budget. Don't try to make doves come out of pigeons and stuff like that, and try to do all this crazy stuff when you don't have the proper window to make it happen, and you don't want to leave yourself in the red trying to do this event, whatever it is. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. Make sure that you click the link below for the wedding timeline. Go ahead and click that, so that way you can stay on track with your wedding. Make sure that you also hit that other link down below for my podcast. I do Monday through Friday, which is 5 days right there. of different inspirational, budget conscious advice, wedding questions, whatever, wedding event questions, whatever thing, anything that's related to the wedding or event industry, I talk about it on my podcast. So check down below. We're coming up on episode 40. Okay, we started a year ago, and on December the 16th, it will make 1 year that podcast has been up, that podcast has been um, out there. So definitely don't miss out on any more wedding or event topics. I include that. I talk about that weekly, different topics, different questions, whatever I want to talk about that pertains to the wedding or event industry, that is down below. And also head over to my website, ourbearweddingboutique.bigcartel.com, ourbearweddingboutique.bigcartel.com, ourbearweddingboutique.bigcartel.com for DIY digital products. So like I said before, I mentioned that I planned and designed both my baby showers. I have a workbook for that tells you step by step how to do your own baby shower, also including different inspirational photos that of my baby showers plus baby showers that I helped or I have attended, just to give you some sort of inspiration and okay, maybe this is the route that I can go. What else? I have a lot of stuff on there, and I also have a blog. So make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, follow my podcast, click the link below for my digital products, and always check the description because you never know what I'm going to include down there that might be everything in the description is going to be beneficial to you. So always read it, click some links. If you need a place to shop for your wedding or event, head over to that affiliate link down below. I do receive a commission. It's for efavormart.com. I stand by them. They have great wholesale prices that is open to the public. They have everything that you could possibly need for your wedding or event. So if you are deciding to host something last minute, you need a place to shop, that a one-stop shop, definitely check them out. Again, the link will be below. So I hope again that you enjoyed this video, and until next time.